ready to move out to the suburbs. Stand to your feet as you welcome Ambassador, the youngest ambassador in Total Life Changes, Bonita Lee.
One day I'm gonna be big. One day I'm gonna be famous.
I want you to listen to this really quick.
One day I'll be able to say that I made it. I made it. One day I'm gonna be rich.
Jonathan Reynolds.
Everything is gonna be different.
You said Jonathan Reynolds?
One day I'll be able to say
Jonathan McReynolds.
I made it.
I'm recording. I want to get that on recording so I can know how to do this.
I have one secret.
Yep. I made it to that meeting that night, or that day, because I was hungry. And my girlfriend kept calling me. I was a maid of honor, so you guys understand. You have to be there when the bride wakes up, right? But I was hungry. Now my girlfriend lives in Florida. She's pregnant. And I said, when you have your baby, I'll be able to fly.
Okay.
To see you and your baby.
Mm-hmm.
She was upset, Lena. But I was hungry for a change. And I saw the vision and I needed to be there. And that's when I met you. I don't know, you look a lot different now. See, Nina didn't get up here and tell her story. You've been edifying everyone. Can we give it up for Nina? Girl, you look good in that blue. I don't have a long time. You do hit ambassador, but I have to be coachable, okay? I have 5 minutes. But look at that man over there. Y'all see him? Ooh, don't he look good? See, I was tired of waiting on Sundays to get some of that. See, that's the only time we were able to be together because he was on the road throughout the week. Now I can get it anytime I want. So that is what Total Life Changes is doing. That's my testimony. I can get it anytime I want now. This business is allowing people to bring their husbands home. This business is allowing me to be debt-free and live my life. See, I wasn't even 30 years old yet, and I was $50,000 in credit card debt. That didn't make any sense. Jack says that on the video. Does that make any sense? Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. And I was tired of it, and I was hungry. So every Tuesday, we were doing those meetings, regardless if anyone showed up at those meetings or not. I remember my husband was driving on the road, and I thought somebody broke into the home, and I'm calling him, and he was scared because he didn't know how to get back to us. But I'm not scared no more. Now, no one broke in, just something fell in the house, but I was scared to check on it. But now he's home every night with me. Every single night. Our 3 little girls. How many of us have children?
Yes.
Most of us. See, I was sick and tired of telling my children no. I was tired of it. See, that was my pain. And that's what I share with everyone all the time. Share your pain. See, all of us have children. See, all of us are in debt, but you need to talk about it. Talk about it. And I'll talk about my pain because it hurts. It hurts so bad. When my 14-year-old at the time would ask me, Mom, you've been telling me for 5 years that you were going to put me in dance. When are you going to ever have the extra money? Now I kind of said, excuse me. But she was just telling me the truth. I was sick and tired of telling my little girls no. They want to play softball. I can't afford the glove. I can't afford the cleats. I couldn't afford the uniform. So I would say no. How many of us are sick and tired of saying no?
Yes.
Sick and tired of saying no. Now I can say yes, yes, yes. Y'all want to go to Disney World? Yes. Y'all want to go see Frozen? Yes. Mom, can we order out tonight? Yes. Mom, can we move? Yes. Mom, can we get a pool? Yes.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes.
All right,
You
Shereen.
deserve to have
Yes.
what you want. I wanted Hassan home with me. He didn't understand at the time. He said, I'm not going to retire. It took me 12 years to make $86,000 a year. I said, well, how about if we make $800,000 this year? Would you quit? See, I was ready for him to come home because I was scared to lose him. You just have to be hungry. See, many of you just not hungry enough. See, Nina and I and Denise, we were hungry. We were hungry. Now my sponsor, Denise Lee, documented millionaire. And she created 2 more millionaires behind her. I just want to just say thank you for just allowing me to share my story with many of you. All I wanted to do was just give other people hope. And I just hope that I inspire you. We're not up here to brag and to tell you that, oh, we have this and we have that. We're up here to share with you our story so it can inspire you. That's all. That's all. So I don't want to have too much time because I just looked at Kenny. He might have his taser behind him. They might taser me. But I'm just, it's such a blessing to be here. My husband looking good. No, I'm not going to have your baby. He looking real good. So I'm going to go ahead and get off this stage. And I think my 5 minutes is up. But here you go, Nina. Thank you so much.
You know you don't mind taking pictures when you look half of you in the pictures. Okay, y'all get that later. Well, I didn't tell my story because I cried. And I already won the award, Kenny, thank you, for the Crybaby Award. So that's why I have it, but you know, I later on. All right, so I now get to bring up, you know, a gentleman that, you know, it's amazing when you think about this person. He handles a lot of people's money. And when you think about people who handle money, you think that you think about them being like real stiff and like no personality and you know things like that. But this gentleman that I'm getting ready to bring up, and I'm gonna tell you something that I haven't even said to him, that I am in awe at how he serves us. Okay, maybe that's not big to you, but I'm gonna talk to you, Twyla, because I've watched him wash dishes. Oh, okay, let me come over here, Denise. I've watched this gentleman, like, take out trash. I've watched him take banners down, break rooms down, break tables down. Okay, well, maybe your accountant does that for you. Okay, maybe he does, but I don't know. And you know, so I'm really honored to bring you, to announce you coming up and to bring you up because you don't just, you know, work for the TLC family. You serve the TLC family. And so please, put your hands together for the money man, Mr. John Holder!
Thank you. Yeah, I wash dishes. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm here to serve. And this is probably the boringest part of the whole presentation because it's about taxation. I'm a CPA. I have my own management company in Florida. I manage a lot of celebrities and a lot of businesses, restaurants, and all these other entities. One of the biggest things that you have to understand is that TLC is a business. It's a franchise, and you have to start out treating it like a franchise. If you don't, you're gonna get caught up with the Internal Revenue Service. The biggest rules that you want to have and keep in your mind when you're running your business is to keep track of your expenses. TLC is going to keep track of your income because they're going to give you a 1099 at the end of the year showing how much money you made. And they're going to send that to the IRS. That's the law. Now, it's your responsibility to track that money. That's what we do. We track that money for you. Things that you buy, you get 50% when you sell their product. What are you going to do with that cash when you get it? TLC don't know about it, but you do, and the IRS will, because they're going to say you have products, you sold them, what do you do with it? The cash money that you get, you have to keep track of that, okay? It's called, one of the things the IRS calls it is co-mingling. Co-mingling means you're taking your business money and you're putting it in your personal account, or your business money, you're spending it on your personal stuff. You have to be able to separate the two. And I'm here to tell you that every one of these people that they said that they made $1 million, I'm here to tell you that they did, because I see their bank accounts every day. I have access to their bank accounts. They get mad when they call me and I tell them they can't buy something, because I don't want them spending all their money. So we try to keep them on track. That's what I do. You'll get mad and you go, well, I'm going to do it anyway. Then I'll say, no, go find somebody else. They go, okay, I won't do it. That's the rules. So you have to understand, that's what we do. Let me see how this works. Am I not doing it right? Okay. This is how you want to meet your requirements. You want to keep all your canceled checks. You want to keep your sales receipts, your bank statements, credit card slips, invoices, and most of all, your petty cash. Petty cash, we tell everyone, is to set aside $500 a month, and anything under $100 you want to spend, use your cash. And that'll be your petty cash. At the end of the year, there's a line item on your tax return in the business section that says miscellaneous. That's where you will put that petty cash. Whoever's doing your tax return, that's what you tell them. But that's how you track your cash money when you sell those products at your home parties. You have to track that money. Keep those receipts. The IRS wants to know that you have support and documentation for everything that you do. Believe me, they will ask you everything under the sun. Every account, they already know what you have before they send you that dear tax letter for audit. They've already went through your bank account and seen what you've got and what you spent it on. And now you have to prove to them that what you spent it on was for your business. If not, they're going to disallow all your expenses on your tax return. Then you'll end up paying penalties, interest, and having nice days at the IRS office. They want to know how much you paid for it, who and what company bought it. If you have people that's working for you and they're subcontractors, you've got to have a subcontractor's contract for them. And they have to issue you invoices for you to pay them every month. If you don't have invoices to show that that person was a subcontractor, the IRS is going to disallow it. It's that simple. You can't say, oh, they were subcontractors. And if you have them coming to work from 8 to 5, they're not subcontractors, they're employees. So one of the things you want to remember, instead of paying the IRS money, put them on your payroll. Take their taxes out, Social Security, take it out. Because that's a tax deduction for you as a business owner. And instead of giving the money to the IRS, you're paying someone and they're earning money and you're doing the right thing. And you don't have to worry about it. Go back. Okay, we went through there. So if you have a car or a vehicle for business purposes, track your mileage. The IRS says they're going to give you money for it, but they want you to track it. We have those planners back there for sale. That's what they're there for, to help you track your business, your miles. Every time you go somewhere, you're in and out miles. And if you put down wrong miles on your tax return, you ever got audited, what the IRS does now is ask you, where'd you take your car to get your oil changed? Oh, Jiffy Lube. They call up Jiffy Lube, subpoena your records. Take your information, and they get your information from Jiffy Lube or whoever change your oil in your car. They get the mileage off of there, and they look at your records. If it doesn't match, they're going to disallow it. They tell you, we're going to give it to you, but you have to track it. And there's ways to track it. Your mileage, all the business trips. Bring your family on your business trips. Tax deductible. The IRS tells you. They don't have to know it's your family. It can be your employees. There's nothing wrong with that. So you don't have to leave your kids home. Bring them with you on the business trip. Make it a family affair. This is what this business is all about, a family affair, right? Places you do business with, make sure you track it. That's why the calendar's back there for sale, and that's why you have the planners. So you can track your business. If you ever got audited, all you have to do is take your book in. Here's my book from January to December. When you make your sales, you put it in the book. I had a home party on December 1st. I made $100, it's in the book, and I drove 20 miles to do this presentation. It's tax deductible. But you gotta have it in your book, and we have the planners back there. Every trip should be a business purpose trip, as long as you track it and record that trip. All deductions are deductible to a certain extent. Now you have your entertainment, your meals. This trip today that you took, I hope you tracked it because it's an expense. You came to a business workshop for your franchise. And if you're going to get into business, you can write this off today. Okay? But you must record the expenses. The meals, take your friend out to lunch. You can deduct that, keep the receipt. You know, I bought lunch. I brought my employee with me. I'm writing that off as an expense. So that's what you want to be able to do, is track all your expenses. And if you haven't filed taxes in the last 3 years, don't worry about it. They're going to come knock on your door soon. Don't get excited. They're going to come and knock on your door, and they're going to tell you, you know, we need to see your tax returns. There's nothing wrong. The IRS is a very friendly place. I'm telling you. They're very friendly. All they want you to do is track it in that book back there. That's it. They know you have to have expenses to run your business. And that's what TLC is, a business. You couldn't buy a franchise for less than $10,000. One of my main clients, we've been looking at franchises. We had to spend $4,000 before we can even get the rights to even find a location to put the franchise. That doesn't make sense. But with TLC, you buy right in. This is your biggest squash right now, and then getting into the business, okay? Remember I told you, the expense is less than $75, but if it's less than $100, you want to pay cash for it. Certain types of long-term business assets that you want to acquire, your computer, printer, automobiles, all those things are considered assets. And that goes on your balance sheet. That gives you value. Your products, your inventory that you buy from TLC goes on the balance sheet as products. Inventory in your business. And like Jeff said, you gotta have inventory to do this business. If you don't have no products, you can't do a business. McDonald's would never open the door unless they had products. This is what TLC is. You have to have products to do your business. Okay? Copier, fax, let me see. Yeah, you need your copy machine. Oh, boats, cars, airplanes. I have one of my big clients that wanted to buy a boat. And he asked me, he says, John, I need to get a yacht. I said, okay, no problem, we can get a yacht. It's easy. But I want to get a Phantom Rolls Royce. I said, okay, no problem. It's easy. But I got a Ferrari. I said, yeah, okay. I said, what else do you want? You know, like I'm like gonna be his, you know, genie or something, you know? Gonna create this whole facade for him with the IRS. So I said, no, you gotta get rid of one of the cars. And then we'll get the yacht and treat it as a second home, a vacation home, and we'll do it. No, yeah, okay. So we went out. We went out and we looked at the nice yacht in Florida, because I'm from Florida. We looked at the nice yacht, and then the hammer came down. The boss of all bosses, the first lady, said, no. And I got out of it because I was looking like the bad guy then. The first lady said no. But you can have the Phantom, and that's what he got today. And believe me, they're making the money they say they are. They're not up here perpetrating. Like I said, I see their bank accounts every day, so I know what they have. And I let them, you know, do what they want to do when they want to do it. And I just have to track the money. Okay, so if you want to report your gross income for the year by more than 25%, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? So that's why TLC sends you out 1099s. Your petty cash that you want to keep for selling your products, you can keep that. Also, at the end of the year, the IRS tells you that you can plan to have a retirement plan, which is called a self-employment pension plan, SEP plan. They tell you you can put some money away because you're self-employed. And there's criteria to that. But that will help reduce your tax liability at the end of the year. And they want you to do that. Because I've had a lot of business owners that turned 65 and they didn't have anything because they didn't set up any pension plans. And you're never too young to start one. Or you're never too old to start one. When you get into TLC, those are some of the things that we get set up for you. Not only do we help you manage your expenses and your income, but we help you plan for the future. Because this company is about future growth. And in order for you to sustain yourself and train your people, you have to have the tools to do that. And that's what we do with Executive Management Consultants. Help you, help yourself, help your team. Okay? And they give me the burn eye now. So. I don't have no brain. Anyway, well, thank you all. I hope everything was good. And remember, the calendars and planners are back there for sale. How much are the planners back there? 20 bucks.
They're calendars, not planners.
Can we get
Oh, excuse me, they're calendars. But they're only 20 bucks, okay? We'll have the planners and the calendars next week. In Chicago. John, Chicago. James. I don't know why I'm calling him John.
I know we can sign it over.
All right, you guys.
I need my address on the next one so they know.
Okay, that was cute. I didn't see the DJ and I heard something talking at me. I got a look. I was like, no, it's not my time yet. Meaning, you know, the man above. I had to make sure I looked around and saw y'all still here. Y'all can't leave me. All right, so we in the home stretch. Everybody say home stretch.
Home stretch.
No, say it one more time. Say home stretch.
Home stretch.
We in the home stretch, you guys. Have you had an amazing day?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. It's been an amazing day. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All
Yes.
right, so now we're in the home stretch, and I get to bring up this gentleman, this young man, who, you know, when he gets that yacht, we'll be on it. Because we're family. Sorry. Well, he said it. The money man said it first. All right, so I get to bring up a young man now that, you know what, he probably loves all of us and all of you more than he loves himself. This man is in the field working hard, you know, for your rights. To earn money in TLC. He's fighting for you. And we get to see the tender side of the giant that you guys don't really get to see the tender side. But we get to see the tender side of this gentleman, and he loves life, but he loves all of us even greater than his life. And his only desire is when you get to talk to him, when you get to really sit with him, is to really, really see all of us have the same kind of peace that he is now able to experience. So I need everybody to rise to their feet. And I want you to go ahead and just start clapping your hands. Because we get to bring up the VP of Sales, Mr. Kenny E. Lord.
Touch it. I want to thank Nina for calling me out, and I want to thank my CPA John for calling me out. And no, Shantae did not say no. She just said not yet. Okay? All right? I wear the pants in the household. I'm the boss. But she's not in the room. Okay? Hey, but you know what though? It's happening. And I want to say the importance of this. People just take this for granted because for us to be in a position to have a CPA like John, you know, I met John through a very good friend of mine. And I want you to understand that in your business, there are different seasons to your business. In the beginning, you have short-term needs, right? And most people need money. They got to get that gorilla off of their back because, but a lot of y'all, there's something going on in your life that is a burden, that makes you cry, that makes you nervous, that keeps you up. You know, but I'm gonna tell you, you gotta have guts to get off your butt for real. You know, it takes a lot of courage to give it one more try, even when you've been burned. I hear so many people, and I don't talk to them for long. The people that talk about, you know, that last company, they burned me, they scarred me. So what? Okay, of course they did. So your job did. Your last wife and your last husband, they burned you, scarred your boyfriend. So what, you gonna give up on life because you got burned? You know, you can't be scared. You gotta move on. It takes a lot of courage to do the things that we've all done. You see the finished product of somebody who had enough courage to get back up. You're talking about, it takes a lot for a man to try over and over again. Because see, a lot of men, see, some of you, how many of you are here, husband and wives are here? You know, listen, the husbands always get beat down because they keep trying things. I hate it when, like I said, the woman is the spirit of the man. Shantae could have killed my spirit. I could be a 9-to-5 right now. Because I made one of the worst business decisions I made when I was with a network marketing company, that I was making 7 figures, and on principle, they weren't doing the right thing. Me, Stormy Wellington, Irwin, and Tyler Porter, we walked away. They gave us a raise because they weren't doing what was right. And we couldn't stand on the stage to look at it. As I think about it at the time, it was a real good idea, but 30 days later, I was like, shit, hey, maybe I could have hung a little longer, okay? Because I left for the right reason, just at the wrong time. And we went broke again. Then I tried several other things to get back on track. They didn't work. Shantae could have said, you gotta get a job. But she never did. She had my back the whole journey. Because I knew one thing, that my destiny was not to be broke as hell.
Right. Are you not hanging in there in the line?
I knew that God did not give me the set of gifts that I have to be broke. That I knew that I had to go broke to be where I am now. Because see, when I went broke, I learned humility. There's some things that were instilled in me. Because the man that's standing on this stage is not the same man that existed 3 years ago. I'm a whole other man. And it's not because of my money. It's because of my spirit. You know, and when you settle down and stop being ruled by fear, and you should listen, because all you got to do is just get in a quiet place. You men, get in a quiet place sometimes. When your money funny at home, ain't no quiet space. You know, you're always like, hey, when you gonna get a job? When you gonna get some money? What's going on? You can't find quiet, but you got to go somewhere and find a quiet space and just listen, and I promise you that the Spirit will guide you. You know, so many people talk to me about mentorship. I'm not a big person on mentorship. I'm really not, because I have seen, and I believe that mentorship is an opportunity for opportunities to get into your head and make you do what they want you to do. I think that we need guides. I think that God puts people in your path to guide you to the next place in your journey. But a lot of times, we have this expectation of what that guide looks like. We think that that guide is supposed to look like something, and we can walk right by that person, and it might be somebody telling you to come to a meeting. And that meeting might be your breakthrough, but because you are making a series of bad choices, because I'm going to tell you, when you broke as hell, you don't have the luxury of passing up on any opportunity. You know, it is a travesty to pass, especially if you're a man. I tell men, when you and your wife come to a meeting like this, and you look up here and you see something like this, and men say, man, baby, I'm not selling draws, I promise you. I'm not selling no motion, potion, oil. Let that be your thing. And I tell everybody that when your wife gets down and start making $10,000 a month, and you lay in bed one night, it's about 3 o'clock, and you the man is laying down, and you wake up, you startled, and your wife is looking down at you. It ain't love, she's trying to figure out how to get rid of your dirt. Well, y'all think it's funny. But I'm going to tell you, when you say no to this opportunity, your wife say yeah, and she goes out every day and she working her butt off, she start making $10,000, and you start talking about, baby, let's go look at cars. She be like, who? So we don't have the luxury. When you are struggling, you don't have the luxury to sit on your butt and pass judgment on things. So many people, me and Jack were talking the other day, and we were talking about so many people seek something in these companies. Anytime when you go to work, you endure all kind of crap. All kinds of stuff. They talk about you. The systems are imperfect. You know, the people there are messy. But you get up every day, rain, shine, or what, and go to that job. Now, the moment you have an opportunity to emancipate yourself and come and work in a situation that they allow you to build a business within a business, you expect perfection. First thing go wrong. I didn't get my product. It took me 6 days instead of 3 to get my product. You know, what's the latest one? I went to the Houston office to pick up some product and had to pay taxes on it. So what? Anytime you have an opportunity to enhance yourself, there must be a trigger within you that says, you're so close to what I have for you. And then something triggers in you, you just do something stupid and implode. Look, you cannot let small things prevent you from receiving the big things that is important.
Amen.
There's always going to be problems. There's always going to be change. It's never going to be exactly the way you want it, but it's, you know what, I'm a specialist in everybody at these tables. I'm telling you now, I don't care what you say. When we first joined this company, I hear like where's Anna? Is Anna in here? Anna Quintero, this went global. Stand up, baby. Give my hand. Anna is in the room, and Anna's like, I'm telling for the Latino section, she's like, Jack, we need stuff in Spanish. When am I going to get stuff in Spanish for my people? And I tell the baby, when we first joined, everything was in Spanish. We didn't have anything in English, okay? I swear we had to get Rosa to translate it for us because they weren't doing business over here. But you know what? That would have made some people say, see, this is too tough. They only have stuff in American English. How are we going to make money? Hey, you find a way to do what you're supposed to do. That's right. Okay, you find a way. So what if your stuff is delivered on time? So what if this happens? Look, man, when we first started, I had a few things happen to me that played on my ego. And I'm telling you, your ego is your worst enemy when you broke. It's your worst enemy. There are a couple things that happened because, see, I was still full of myself. See, when you are broke, man, the brokenness starts playing tricks on you. It has you thinking that you're something that you're not, you bigger than what you really are. You know, a lot of people come from companies where they made money, and they come over here and they don't know who I am. Yeah, I know who you are. You broke as hell. That's why you are. I don't care about, see, we don't care about what you were. It's about what you are. Right. And until you understand and start operating from where you are now, you'll never get to where you're supposed to be. So I'm saying this to you. Don't get caught up in minutia. No, that is not a bad word, okay? Some of y'all don't understand. That's the minute, the small things. The people that make the most money are the people that are able to manage the things they have no control over. There are many things in life that you can control. You can control how many customers that you develop in the next month. Yes. But you get so caught up in the small things that you don't focus on what's important. It is important to build a customer base. Yes. Stop complaining about the things you have no control over. I used to do that. I'm telling you, we first started, and I don't know what happened, Jack. It was something happened in the office, and I was thinking, I said, you know, man, I might have had enough of this. What was I thinking? You know what, I think sometimes, man, it makes me drink when I think, if I had quit? I mean, every week when I get my paycheck, I'm thinking, what? Shantae probably would have left me. When I think about the money we make right now, it is such a blessing. And the thing I leave you all with is that understand this. Don't you think for a second that you can't do it, because if we can do it. But the tragedy is, we stand up on this stage and y'all meet us every day and we tell you how to do it. And you still do what you want to do. Why would you have people that started at zero? You listen to Bonita McLean's story. Every time I listen to Bonita, am I going over my time, Greg? No, John, you got into my time telling my story and everything. I got something for you later. And she did not say no, John. She said, not yet. Okay? Shantae, who's the boss? Uh-oh. Yeah, but you know, that's why we've been married so long, I understand, okay? I boss everybody else, she bosses me, all right? Twyla Portis knows. Hold on, Twyla, can you come up here for a second, please? But listen, I want you, if I can't share anything with you, if you get nothing from me today, know that you can't seek something that does not exist. Perfection does not exist. That you must learn how to work. Like people call me up, they tell me, I call something, you know, the biggest complaint I get is customer service. Man, I called customer service and they said something. I said, well, how many times you call them? I called them 6 times. Well, why in the hell would you call them 6 times? Well, the first 2, things didn't go well. Okay. Then, why would you have somebody in your team who just joined, you called 6 times and had a bad experience, why would you turn a brand new distributor on to a bad experience? Right. You'll be customer service. You have to learn how to work within the business. Does that make sense to you? How many people want to, not how many people want to get rich, how many people want to get the gorilla off their back? No, hell no, stand up. If you want to get the gorilla off your back, I'm ready.
Woo, I'm ready.
Right now.
Right now.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Right now.
Right now.
To go to work.
Go to work.
Right now.
Right now.
I love y'all. That's my time. But I gotta bring Twyla Portis up because you know what? Look, we operate in the area of strength. Twyla will tell you that, you know, look, man, I love Twyla to life. And Twyla is such a champion because there are a lot of people that what has happened to some of my family, they would have collapsed, fallen down. They wouldn't be here. But amidst all that, she's such a champion. I love her so much, so strong. That's why she's where she is. But we are family. I don't care what anybody says. Above and beyond everything, we are family. So she's here and she's working, man. But you know what? We all gonna give our friends. We all surround her with this love. We got her, right? And listen, I'm so proud of everybody that showed up because they showed up and showed out. She's a champion. That's why she's here. Listen, I want her to share Because see, I don't care what goes on in your business. If you don't have the right tools, you're not gonna get the right results. Okay? So I want Twyla to share for a moment about some things that we have that have helped us. Like everything on the journey, we made every mistake that one could make. We did. That's the beautiful thing about having people that come before you. Every mistake that could be made, we made. Every adjustment that needed to be made, we made. And this is why we earn what we earn. But I'm telling you that the greatest thing about where we are, what we earn, is the peace that we have.
Because I'm
Now,
going to the
I'm telling
front,
you
because I want to get my picture with it.
the superficial, it's not about the cars. Don't get me wrong, they ain't bad now. Okay?
You just can't have it yet,
It's
Kenny.
not about that. It's about me being able to get up with my flip-flops in the morning and go out there and water my flowers and talk on the phone. For real, with a water hose. I know y'all can't imagine that, can you? With a water hose,
it's country.
when you walk in my backyard and hear the waterfall and see the birds, just pay attention to nature, that things that you
Yeah, studio, that's
you got that
for
grill
that.
on your back.
Well, it's for you too.
Either get used to that weight of that gorilla, or you find a way to get it off your back. And most people get used to it. All right, it's time to get that gorilla off your back. Wow, let me share. Hey, I love you guys. For real.
All right. Really quickly, I'll give it up for Mr. Kenny Lloyd. Absolutely incredible. I just want to say, guys, back there in the store, you heard several leaders come up here and talk about the various tools that we have. The calendar, the planner, definitely is the tool that you want to have. Stormy Wellington and Shantae and I were over at lunch, and we were syncing our calendars. You know, and so that's where you're going to book all your home parties and your travels and things like that. Also, there's flip charts back there. A lot of people, James Dentley ordered 100 flip charts because he's traveling all over the market and he's doing sit downs, he's getting them for his team. So if you're leaders, definitely get those flip charts. It's a full presentation. You don't have to know the presentation. If you know how to read, you just flip through the chart. So flip charts are back there. There's mugs back there. If you're working in the workplace, your mug says lose 5 pounds in 5 days. It'll be on your desk. It's definitely a great way to strike up the conversation. So there's shot glasses back there. There's postcards back there, guys, that the NRG postcards that you can obviously drop. We have, the lighted bands. I gave mine to a little boy out there, but the lighted bands, those will get the attention. It'll strike up a conversation.